Ladies and gentlemen, the RT Boxing Show with Mr. A. Breakdown and predictions, volume 84, starts right now. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your time and support. I am your host, Mr. A. This is your show, the RT Boxing Show. Ready, talk boxing. I'm just your host, baby. Let's get those subscriptions up to 4,000. Been the 1-year anniversary coming up on May 14th. New viewers, help get this to 4,000 in a 1-month span. Now, we are talking undisputed cruiserweight action at WBSS finals. Oleksnder Uysk, the WBC WBO cruiserweight champion, taking on Murat, Mr. Iron himself, the IBF and the WBA. This fight is so special. A special guest is even stopping by to give his opinion on this fight. For those who follow me during the pilot season, you might recognize the guest. For new viewers who's about to become new subscribers to help that help the 301 subscribers get to 4,000 in a 1-month span, you're in for a treat. The special guest, you love him. He's a real funny guy. You know, he has a little intake on boxing, kind of casual, but he likes boxing. So, on to the fight itself. This is going to be a good fight. Very clash of styles. You got Oleksnder Uysk. I'm pretty sure he'll get majority of the votes on who is the more technical, better boxer. He has better footwork, better movement around the ring. You know, he's a punch move, score points, don't get hit. Bending at the waist type fighter. He could mix up the speed variations. Tap, boom, tap, works behind the jab. Where Murat, Gassiev, Iron, nice high guard, catches, and coming in for the brutal beating. Now, he did show in his last fight he could fight off the back foot. You know, not tremendously well, but good enough to get the job done in Dorticos. You know, good enough to allow some of the power of Dorticos to be knocked off his punches. So, you know, his normal just standing there style, I think, would have been dangerous for him. So, applying that new wrinkle in his game was very good to see, because I didn't think he had it like that. 2 undefeated champions, two belt holding champions, undisputed, folks. Thumbs up just for talking about undisputed. No one else is, because this is the RT Boxing Show, the ready talk boxing show. I'm your host of your show, baby. Now, Oleksnder Uysk, 14-0, 11 KOs. Does he have any advantages on paper? Some might say the southpaw, you know, because in ring experience, just professional now, 105 to 120 for the Iron. They're both coming in as listed as 6'3". Now, if he wants to pick for an advantage, he has a 2-inch reach advantage, a 78 against a 76. But what does that really mean? Dorticos had an 80 to the 76 of Gassiev. Now, age-wise, you got Murat, who's coming in at 26-0 with 19 KOs, who's orthodox himself, 24 years old against a 31-year-old man. And they, you know, when you come with hard-hitting people and people getting tired, they say, boxing is a young man's game. 31 and 24. We see. Now, like I said, Uysk is the more technical fighter, but what in my opinion, of Uysk is, as good as he is, you know, his speed variations, he has all the boxing IQ you need to be successful. He gets tired. Not to the point where he can't continue, but you can see his activity dips. You know, he wants to take certain breaks in the action, kind of like a Canelo. Canelo is really good, and he'll take breaks. Uysk doesn't take breaks as bad, where he has to rest against the ropes and everything, but when he's over there doing his speed variations and all that stuff, his moving around the ring, you know, all his stuff he's doing, taking his feet angles, he uses a lot of energy producing his own offense. Whereas Gassiev is going to, I believe, eat all that up You know, he might get caught with a little hit or something. But if Gassiev could take the power shots of Dorticos, I do not see Uysk really hurting Gassiev. Now, he might outpoint the crap out of him, score so many points on him with that moving and Gassiev can't catch him. But I do not see Uysk standing in front of Gassiev long enough to generate heavier shots than he's normally delivering. Now, I believe what Uysk was able to do against Breedis was moving a lot, you know, trying to be on the back foot, kind of tired himself out, lowered his own offensive output. I don't see Gassiev moving that much as he did against Dorticos and as Breedis did against Uysk. I see Gassiev kind of staying in front of him, punching with Uysk, and Uysk gets hit a lot. Oh, wait a minute. There it is. Here, he's coming. He's coming. My special guest. What do you think of the fight?
It's going to be a great fight. It's a great fight.
All right, Counterpunch, get out of here. There you go, folks. Counterpunch the Clown was in there, gave his opinion of the fight. You know, he's happy about it. He's happy. So, if you agree with Counterpunch the Clown and you think it's a great fight, hit that thumbs up. You know, so with the movement of Uysk being his #1 arsenal to me, it makes people work at a faster work rate. And so he's over there, he's able to tap, speed variation punches, and then throw the hard fastball when he wants to. I don't see that working against Gassiev. I think Iron is going to eat all that up and have the balls to throw with Uysk, and that's it. And Uysk gets hit. Now he absorbs a lot of he absorbs his past opponent's shots. You know, he laughs, he shrugs it off, and usually when he gets hit, he likes to come back and fire. He has that type of attitude, like, you hit me, I'm gonna bring it with another hit. I'm gonna hit you back and bring another hit on. So he has that type of attitude as a boxer. Like I said, I don't see Uysk being able to stand in front of Gassiev and take the hits that he takes in front of other people. If Gassiev can absorb Dorticos' shots, and I don't believe Uysk is going to stand and plant his feet in front of Gassiev to deliver those type of shots, because I think Uysk is going to be in fear of what's going to come in return. So if Uysk is going to win this fight, it's going to be because of his movement and speed variation combinations. You know, occasionally body game here and there, but I'm going with, and the new undisputed champion, Murat Gassiev. He's gonna, do I want to say shock and stop Oleksnder Uysk? But he's gonna win this fight. I got him clearly winning this fight. I just don't know if he's gonna stop Uysk. I think Uysk has pretty good movement to withstand beating, but I think he has the pride to fight on his shield. So I'm gonna go on a limb here. I'm going with Murat Gassiev is gonna stop Uysk, because Uysk is gonna go out on his shield. If he's hurt, he's not gonna back out. He's gonna go out on his shield. So I'm going with a stoppage, and the new undisputed cruiserweight champion, Murat Gassiev. And let's say I'm going with a nice. It's gonna be like an 11th to 12th rounder again, because all the Uysk movement is gonna get him tired, and he's gonna have those breaks where he doesn't want to fight. And if Gassiev can jump on those breaks, I believe it's a done deal. The Double RT Boxing Show. I'm your host, Mr. A. Come on back and say goodbye.
Goodbye, people. Goodbye. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get those subscribes up to 4,000.
Thank you, folks. Counterpunch the Clown. I'm your host, Mr. A. We're at 301 subscribers. We got a 1-month anniversary coming up on May 14th. Let's jump it up, 301 to 4,000 subscribers. Thank you, guys. Thank you for your time and support. Tune into the next one.